guarding ball screen actions as well as scoring in them. And also, Tara is running them a lot in practice because they want to play with pace. And she wants to be durable and ready when games start to really pick up and matter in February and March.
It is going to be a tussle this year in the Pac-12. They start out the year with 16 ranked. Already Colorado, a stunning upset over LSU. How about the opening week of play? Number 1 and number 2 both lose. And the 3 is good from the freshman Nunu Aguera. Reynolds Coliseum was rocking as they upset UConn this afternoon.
Sold-out environment, and Reynolds Coliseum is always rocking. And I think Westmore has a team that is unselfish and really enjoys playing together. And Sinai Rivers had a big game. I think NC State was picked 8th or 9th in the ACC this year.
Good depth again in the ACC. Shot clock's under 10. Iriafen gets a touch, goes to the left hand to get by Holmes.
I mean, Iriafen and Agara are two long, athletic, bouncy. They change the rhythm of the game, and they have been great teammates for Cameron Brink to take some pressure off of her.
They've been able to get in the lane. They've been able to score outside. And a foul on the rebound will go against the Cardinal. Stanford taking on the Duke Blue Devils. Their matchup not to miss. It's next Sunday. We got Orchard and Clark come up in December. We'll see LSU in the coming weeks. Another 3-ball from Clardy. We'll see South Carolina in the coming weeks. Great lineup for you through November and December. Way off, and Parrish is there to clean it up.
Indiana has scored a couple of baskets early on offensive rebounding. They got to keep scrapping and stay hustle right here. You got a chance right here for a 2-for-1.
Well, they got Brink with the defender behind her. Now she's able to face up. The spin, the free throw line, where she has not missed a free throw since last February. 52 in a row. Newsworthy because prior to last season, a subpar free throw shooter.
I would say terrible free throw shooter.
That's your words, not mine.
I think Cameron would admit, and she got in the gym and she fixed it.
She fixed it. 54 in a row. And what a start for Cameron Brink. 10 points, 5 rebounds.
Well, she's not a liability at the end of the game now. And if she stays out of foul trouble like she told us she would this year, she wants to play 30 minutes, not 25.
Double team comes and it forces the travel. This is the tap on her forearm. 22 was mom's number in college. 42 was dad's number in college.
All Hokies.
Hokie hoopsters. Brink pitches it outside to beat the buzzer. No. Good if it goes. Well, Dimitri had 2 good looks at it.
To be able to go from good to great and great to elite.
Gotta do something to try and shift the momentum here. Big Ten preseason poll. The Hoosiers picked 3rd on the drive. Three-ball is good. Scalia coming off the screen.
When Indiana has made shots, it's been the screening of Mackenzie Holmes. She's been involved in all that action.
Iriafen, offensive rebound in the putback.
So that's why you got to get on the ball quickly, because Stanford is tilting the court in transition. They are all running hard towards their offensive end. Actually, Tara Vanderbilt worked on it.
That is a solid duo along the front line. A pair of 6'3", Iriafen and Brink.
By Iriafen to get back off her feet.
Their win against Hawaii featured a school record.
Yeah, but she looked up and Iriafen was on her.
Now she will, as Iriafen backed away, and Brink has the rebound.
I think Iriafen wanted to get that switch back to get the right matchup, but she didn't communicate it.
Oh, not quite the point guard skills just yet. Brink gets her pocket pick. Numbers for Indiana the other way.
Hey, this is a tough, gritty Indiana club. Like they're going to fight. You know, they will battle. We saw just that one possession, Beth, of a boxing one. And we'll go back to the man-to-man. Look at that ISO ball started on Brink. And there's Brink with a block on Holmes. That's her second.
Iriafen. Good position inside. From that small town. In fact, small town, John Cougar Mellencamp, one of her favorites. But I've seen it all in a small town and had a ball in a small town.
You're in a big town right now.
We're on the farm right now. Stanford and Cameron Brink taking it to the Hoosiers. They have held All-American Mackenzie Holmes scoreless thus far. And they are scoring in the paint. They're dropping triples on their head, looking for another one. The freshman Ogden rattles in and out.
And look at the pursuit by Cameron Brink to offensive rebound.
Relentless.
In any matchup Tara Vanderveer wants, she can throw in a pinch right there.
Another look for three, and this time it's Talano Apollo, the sophomore from Alameda.
Beautiful ball movement. Well, I just like that right here in the middle of the floor. You take help away, put shooters in the corner, which they have. You can't pinch. And Cameron Brink's going to be in drop coverage with Mackenzie Holmes in that ball screen action.
Nice floater there. Player of the year in that state. Harriel is into the ball game now for Stanford. Again, that's a freshman, folks.
First by the defender. Looked too easy for the freshman.
Boy, they're going to have some fun in the Pac-12 watching the likes of Nunu and Juju. And back on the East Coast, there's a full Wiley. And another good. Polo off the bounce, floats one up. They're looking for her to be a more aggressive scorer to make herself a threat. We know she's a good passer. Last year set the freshman assist mark.
Allows everyone to get some early minutes.
Biggest lead of the ball game now for Stanford. Kick out. More McMillan, no. And a whistle and a foul on Indiana.
And one of the things that you're going to watch Cameron Brink do as the season goes on, because she told us she needs to be on the floor 30 minutes, right? She wants to. Coach Vanderveer said she needs to be on the floor 30 minutes. And in order to do that, you're going to have to watch her start games and not be as aggressive. As the game goes on, she can get more aggressive trying to block shots. Has got to stay out of foul trouble. That is 3 players different ways.
And Mackenzie Holmes is 0 for 4 in the ball game and scoreless, and may stay that way till halftime.
Not a 3-point threat on the top of the floor.
Parrish off the bounce. She draws the fouls nearby. Family friends with Cameron Brink. And was the best player on their team and high school All-Americans, and you have a role to play now in the college level. And a jump off the bounce.
Could be who's got the best teammates. You know, whose body language is the best and who's cheering for each other and who's challenging in practice every day so that you get better. Everyone gets better.
Coming off a loss last night, they play again tonight up in San Francisco.
Hips and shoulders next to each other or a little bit ahead. Low man's going to win in that every time.
Off the skip pass. Short. And Iriafen is right there.
So you got to make that shot. They've had open looks. And sometimes, you know, they're traveling on the interior. It's the pace that you're playing with, right? And Stanford is defensively has been very good in this game. They have sped them up a little.
Preseason poll says they're number 15, their lowest ranking in 8 years. I think that's going to jump up considerably if this holds.
And that was on Cameron Brink's mind.
Holmes blocked. And they will be content to take that lead into the locker room, 54-26. Let go of it through the first 20 minutes on the road.
They got to run multiple screening actions, and they got to move the ball. See, now there's a spot that Mackenzie can catch the ball and be effective.
Off the bounce, Scalia bothered on the shot by Brink. Same starting units out there to open up the second half. Iriafen immediately gets a touch inside for the score.
That is a lot of size when Indiana is a team that likes to play 4 out, 1 in. Garzone is a 6'3", and she has some size, but it's tough to guard the bigs of Stanford when you don't have the same girth.
16.7 rebounds now for Kiki. Holmes looking for her first basket, and she's got it.
Yeah, Mackenzie Holmes is going to have a big second half for Indiana because she's a baller, right? She's a competitor. She's worked way too hard. She's got to get herself in space and maybe catch facing up just like that.
Iriafen muscled that one up through the double team when the help came. For McNeil, in and out. Holmes, offensive rebound and draws a foul. So already aggressive and getting to the rim. So Holmes. Iriafen, short.
Numbers.
Hoosiers counter. Scalia got that one up and in.
Something that's been a staple of Tara Vanderveer's offensive philosophy.
On the inbounds, and they score it.
It's just a buzz right here, right? Buzz saw.
Yeah, they got everything going. Well, when we were watching practices today, you know, both of these coaches.
Holmes have to guard that with those 2 fouls.
Brink had it blocked, came back down with it. Holmes for 3, short. And the strip, taken away by Chloe, and gets the assist.
Look how deep she catches. Oh, unselfishly.
Lapolo, 3. Oh, it's tough to come back when you're shooting nearly 50% from downtown. Off the steal and the turnover, front row. Dimitri short. She gets her own rebound and draws the foul. And the all-time wins record in Division I college basketball, 16 wins away from catching Mike. And a pretty good group of coaches right there. Gino's not too far behind, and of course, the late great Pat Summitt, who started it all.
Meaning that their wings would run the floor hard and then look inside once they caught an advanced pass up the court.
Foul this time.
You know, I remember when Pat Summitt signed her and said, you know, she's going to be the greatest player. Look what it is.
Is she at the top of your list, Tennessee greats?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Tamika Catchings is a close second.
Yeah. Oh, the back door.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark is must-see TV. Unfortunately, it will be the last time we'll see her on our air on ESPN until the tournament when people wake up.
Yeah. Number 1, LSU. Number 2, UConn have both lost in the first week of play. That hasn't happened in 25 years. As Jackson, do we put South Carolina up there? They had 2 big wins this week. Going to be some hemming and hawing, perhaps.
There's going to be a lot of split votes on that. Because we didn't think they could be better without Asia Wilson, and they were really good with Aaliyah Boston.
Pasgana's with UCLA and Utah. Could have 3 Pac-12 teams high on that list tomorrow. Clardy.
All those things are important.
Yeah, same thing from the Indiana side when we talk breadth of the Final Four and winning the Big Ten Conference last year. Set a leading scorer. And Terry Moran the other day picked up career win number 400. She is at the top of the list at Indiana all time.
You know, she didn't even know she was approaching that milestone until right before the game. Somebody had mentioned it to her as Mackenzie Holmes. They just turned down one good shot for a better shot is what Stanford's got going right now. And look how spaced out the floor is.
Clardy on the drive. The drop off, picked off. Three-pointer is good.
Back-to-back buckets for Indiana.
Short corner. Holmes long.
I'll tell you what, you know, we always talk about three-level scoring. But there's also 3 levels of defense. Great ball pressure, which we've seen out of Stanford today. The ability to rotate, get into gaps is the second level. And the third level is rim protection, which we've seen Cameron Brink.
Didn't do anything, I don't think, to lose that #1 ranking right now. Michigan, a big win at Penn State. Georgia, looking very much the two-time defending national champion of Florida State, survived a scare against Miami. I don't know if that 4 is going to change much.
In that elbow pinch action out of their triangle offense. Coach Vanderveer's had I would say it was a good play calling game. Really good defensive fundamentals. High hands on the catch, high hands.
Setting the tone early, and how about the step through right there? What's that, Debbie? Is that a blob?
That would be a blob.
That's a blob.
Baseline out of bounds.
Yeah.
Slob is on the
sideline out of bounds. We're here for the fans.
Mr. Arriaga had quite a presence here.
He was a huge fan of the Stanford women's basketball team. Big donor here at Stanford. Holmes. He's coming up next week, and then they will play Tennessee Thanksgiving week. That will be a huge marker to see the progression from today. Holmes gets the layup there.
Good decision by Parrish.
Almost said Patrick Mahomes on that one, but Kansas City's. In terms of an upset, according to the preseason posters. 20 points and 17 rebounds today. Handful of blocks, few assists.
Look at Clardy right there, get over the top of that action.
That's your Final Four. You bring in a freshman class like this, and Chloe and Courtney Ogden.
The first thing that stands out was all of them. And then celebrate a little bit.
I think kept your laptop open.
I don't know.
Get the work done.
You know what? I'm sure it's because Tara Vanderbilt. So you don't need study hall. Maybe that's the way it works here.
Beck Mullen's here, and somebody I thought was Debbie Antonelli, but we're talking a lot of academics right now.
I talked a little academics.
Never settle, folks. Always keep learning. And both of these coaches talked about what they learned from the disappointment of a year ago and the work. You got back to work in the offseason.
Well, they both got knocked off on their home court by
lower seeds.
Lower seeds as 1 seeds. And
Stavi Papadaki, the sophomore from Greece. Indiana's got Juliana Lamondola, their other freshman from Texas, in there.
Terry Moore, and are you burning this one? Are you dropping it off the plane, parachute it off into the desert somewhere? At the team's showing, but you remember this moment and watch this team in fitness.
Well, that's why they play. These coaches take on challengers in the non-conference, build towards the Big Ten and the Pac-12, and ultimately the NCAA Tournament to get them ready. Aguera. Hey, she's in the double digits, 11 points, 3 rebounds. Carolina's big win over Maryland today, and Sanaya Rivers leading the way.
I can't wait to watch it.
Good. To the outside, out of Sacramento. That's got her teammates partying on the sideline. Off the hesitation into the rim. Nice scoop up. Final seconds winding down, and the Stanford Cardinal. Dominant performance from start to finish this afternoon as they take care of business and take care of Indiana. 5 in double figures for the Cardinal, including that woman right there. They call her Nunu. Double doubles for Brink and Iriafen. 15 for Scalia, 15 for Parrish, the leading scorers today for the Hoosiers.